Hello there, this is Cookies, and I've got turn 33 of EA Abysia. And now we're starting to see a lot more player action. Looking forward to it, and let's go ahead and check it out. First up, we've got Muspelheim killing some PD. There is a mage here. You can see if it dies. It does not. TNG raiding Ubar. This is really large force we've been seeing. And now also has the Pretender, Paper the White Tiger. Then we've got Ulm attacking Ubar. Pretty small raiding group, but just one PD. And we've got McCone attacking Ulm, sorry. Pretty large force. There's a few. This one's got a flask, so it can. Is it supposed to give that to the Archon? Or did it loot it? Oh no, it is blessed. Alright, so it gets regen. Alright, I'm being silly. Okay. Going up against just a little bit of PD. Then we've got Baratos going after Mephisto Cliffs. This is probably a throne. It's the Draken. You can check out the paths on it. Fire 1, Earth 4, Nature 3. So we do have to watch out for Phoenix Pyre shenanigans later in the game. It's got Unholy Weapons and Quickness. That's a lot of different attacks to collect Unholy Weapons. And I think... Now, I think in... I forget. Unholy Weapons might trigger off the Dragon Gas? We'll have to check. I don't think it should. There was stuff about Unholy Weapons triggering on Phoenix Pyre too. Let's see. Tail sweep. I mean, it's just killing everyone. Morale negated repel. Is Unholy Weapons even working on this? Does it not work for the Pretender? Oh, I guess these aren't sacred. Never mind, so it wouldn't work. I don't get to check. Alright, still kind of waking up apparently. We have some false damage coming in. Not too much though, but false damage does counteract regen. Yeah, I mean, Fire Shield doing a lot here. That's for sure. Along with 27 protection. Alright. So Baratos clears that without issue. One thing to note, it did rack up a lot of kills. So if the game ever comes to it, it could be a potential Vengeance of the Dead candidate. Earth Sword Desert. Got some Enkidu longbows. Was there a mage in there? Oh yeah. Got an Enkidu shaman with a marble armor. So he's going to do a little bit of light thugging for the longbows. He's probably going to be dead though. He's trying to buff up though. He's got some fire resist, 26 protection. Oh, these giants hit so hard. Yeah, this little crew's just killed pretty quickly. Alright. And then Pangaea going after Sarmatia. Here we go. So pretty big battle here. Very basic scripting from Sarmatia. We've got basically boxes with only one Bear Claw Talisman, so no army thugs either. Which could be really bad, because Pangaea is bringing a bunch of army thugs. Now, it looks like Pangaea was expecting to, or is expecting to fight Ubar potentially. He's got the salts here. Has a bunch of Frostbrands, has Armor of Knights, and Dancing Tridents for the basic thug kit. And then running a certain number of nature buffs. So we've got 4 Thistle Maces. So Nature 3, Nature 2, Nature 2, and Nature 2. Nature 1, and Nature 3. Oh, this is their hero, the Blessed Couple. Well, let's go ahead and see them after buffs. There's some archery coming out first. Triggering Berserk on a few troops. Curse of Stones coming out. That's a big play. It's going to make a lot of them tired. You can see it here. Let's see. Yeah, got quite a few of them, actually. Oh, and some of them are starving too, which is going to hurt their morale a lot. So they have big morale debuffs, and now a bunch of them are also before they've started moving, which is when you want Curse of Stones to go out. They cast that awfully quick. Oh, it's an 8 caster, because the Dryad on the back, I guess, gets to be an 8. It's very strong. I wonder how they cast that. Is it like an auto cast? Oh no, they cast haste. So who threw up? Oh, this pan. Oh, okay. That was pretty quick to come out. Came out with the Owl Quill, which is a little weird. They didn't move that off. Okay. Well, Pangaea definitely has the superior mage support. Reinvigoration and Spirit Sight, not a very strong bless. These Oreopoda have not been blessed, though. We've got Awakened Tattoos coming out. Are they not going to get blessed? They've got larger, so they don't need to bless that. Some of them got blessed. Reinvigoration, Heroism. Okay, so they don't really need to bless. But Awakening the... So both sides have pretty weak blesses. 13 attack, 18 defense. White Centaur are 12 attack, 17 defense. I think that's tilted towards the Jade Maidens. Invulnerable 10 brings their mundane protection to 21. This is going to be closer than I thought. It's going to be hard for the Centaur to punch through. They're going to do rare chip damage. There's significantly less of them. They brought much better magic support, though. What are these? Oh, we've got regen. Could help. I think the only way Pan wins this is off of morale breaking for these really large squads due to starving. and a lot of the Sarmatian troops falling asleep. But it looks like Pan's charging first, so Sarmatia is not going to have to run as far. Turning the Pangea right flank. Yeah, this is just too much Sarmatian stuff. A little bit of a curve on the left flank, getting curved on the right flank. How's the morale holding up? 13. I guess if most of them aren't starving, they've still got decent morale. It looks like they're going to win this. Got some Oreopata in the back lines. If you're... I know you've put a Thug kit on this, but because it's an 8 caster, it's just going to keep casting. So they're just going to be fatigued out anyways. Might as well have just put them on cast. So I think they're going to lose the hero. Yeah, just too much stuff. So definitely an example of overcoming magic with just superior numbers. Now, the other question is does this Pan get away? Because he's got a lot of Earth Gems and a research booster on him. Yep, the Grieving Dryad. Oh, the Pan's screwed. Okay. Let's see if there was any replay bugs. Yeah. That's a pretty significant loss. 122 against 195. Just straight up outnumbered. 189. And it seems like with base stats, the Sarmatian cavalry are a little bit better than the centaurs. Oreopata went 92 and 17. Even the Cataphracts went 46 and 7. White Centaur went 18 and 45. All right. And then in Dol Kopor, we got a Shaitan Thug. Well, I guess I hesitate to call him a Thug, but he can probably kill one PD. He's got no gear. He's going to try and punch a chariot to death. Does successfully punch the chariot to death. And then we've got Sarmatia and Ulm. So that looks like an attempt to kick Sarmatia off of this fort. So now we've got the Ulmish defenders. Fair number of steel maidens. Some archers. But no mages. It really is a shame that disciples can't fight together. So I wonder how different that last battle would have been if the Pangea Centaur would have been backed up by all these steel maidens. I think you'd get some really fun chaotic battles that way. Archery duel not really going Olm's way yet. Is this guy already running? No. He's just taking a backwards watchful position. It's on stay behind troops is my guess. Archery having a big impact here. So archers on walls get unlimited ammo. They get a tower shield effect for defense, which makes them extremely hard to kill with mundane archery. So as long as these Olmish warriors hold the gate, they'll just unleash into the Oreopata. Unfortunately, a lot of them are just running. 16 morale, not very highly spoken of here. I think as long as they don't break just yet, these archers might come in to help soon. Provide just a little bit more fire on these Oreopata. Yep, here they come. We do have a few steel warriors. They're not blessed. Both teams choosing kind of a bless where you don't really need to bless your troops. Although sometimes in these cases, even the +1 morale is worth blessing for. The last of the train of steel maidens leaving the battlefield. Archers won't last much longer. Sarmatia should have this. There we go. They've broken through. And the general route is on. Alright. So only kill 6. Okay, then I feel like we saw more die there. By a long shot. So that could be a replay bug. Alright. In terms of events, we get a plague, we get some trade income. And let's see. Oh, we've got Nergash here. He's gonna make some skull staffs to break us into slightly higher death. Alright. In terms of recruitment, mostly just getting mages right now. Racing to construction 7 in terms of what I'm sending out. We've got a bunch of stuff heading out. We're going to do a series of trades with Agartha where we send them blood slaves and then they send us stuff. They were giving pretty favorable deals because they were trying to break into blood. So, yeah, it was when I was talking with False God, it was like, all right, is this trade deal worth whatever number of Seir that we could have otherwise made? It was kind of the bar that we held it to. And generally speaking, a lot of these trades with the Garth passed So we were willing to trade out those blood slaves. So we have 20 more heading out. We'll probably see what comes in the next turn or two. They might have to forge it this turn. But yeah, you can see a bunch of the bogus stuff getting sent out. And then, other than that, I think we're continuing to site search. Probably, it could be better, especially the fire searching. But I really am doing all hands on deck for research. So, all right. And yeah, we can see just how deep Macone and Muspelheim have pushed. Almost to the quote-unquote sort of like bridge provinces for the TNN and team. So pushing all the way across the map. Still looks fairly peaceful here. We do see a Moria province here, so maybe there's some fighting between the Agartha team and the Vanheim team. You see a Merverni fort here too. There's a little bit of deep raiding here from Ubar. And then here's that Sarmatian army. Now, one of the dangers of rolling out a big cavalry stack like this is it's probably possible to SC the entire Sarmatian army if you set up the right kit on the right person. So I would encourage sending some mages and maybe army thugs with that army. It's pretty common practice that I see where the troops go out and fight and the mages research. And the mages often don't come out of the labs until proper like mid-game or late-game stacks are pulled together. Let's go ahead and jump into turn 34. Yeah. All right, I've got turn 34. We get a couple of skull mentors from Agartha. And then, yeah, we're doing some province trading. This is mostly to help different factions within our team have better mage diversity. So we're trading provinces with certain indie recruitment back and forth. We're attacking Muspelheim. Okay, so we've got a pretty big pack of giants here. Unfortunately, the Musushu are in the same squad, so I think they'll run out ahead and get killed. Let's see if there's any thugs. There's one Enkidu Shaman thug. Pretty fun little kit. He's got an eye shield. Trying to run those stats on the giants. And this one's got an Alquil. So, once again, seeing the research boosters not being moved on to other mages. Here's the thug down here. So the Musushu are indeed running a little bit ahead. Ethereal, so the Ethereal Bless that this team has is not going to help versus the Muspel Giants, who have a Magic Fire Sword. But if the Musushu survive, they do have a Fear 5 aura, which could help. These guys only have 15 morale. Looks like a lot of them didn't even get blessed. Which is a crying shame. Yeah, because they're missing out on at least regen. Okay. Got some poison stacks on this guy. We can see what caused it. 2 points of lingering poison. 17 points of poison damage. Doesn't really say where it's coming from, though. Could be the mage is on advancing cast. Nope. Let's see. Maybe the other shaman. Yeah, blood poisoning. Here we go. Some big blade winds. Not very effective against Muspelheim. They've got pretty good protection. But blood poisoning certainly is. This Mashushu is running. Compatriots have been killed. How's this guy doing? Did he get any kills? He's getting repelled. So we still haven't fixed the morale problems, because these guys are large, so their swords are length 2. Whereas this guy is not a giant, so he doesn't get the longer weapon by default. At least he's got the good sense to run away, though. So he'll probably live to fight another day. Why is he mad? Why is he attacking other... Why is he killing the Gurus? What the fuck is going on? What? Alright. Interesting. Let's see how that went. Okay, so that must be a replay bug, because only one Guru died. All the Masushu died as well. 3 of the giants were killed. So that still went, I think, pretty favorably for Muspelheim. It's 140 gold, it's a cap-only unit, but these are also cap-only. So 3 for 3, and they're more expensive. And then killed a bunch of Urguard. So a little bit favorable trade. And then we've got TNG killing 1 PD, and in Dural Woods, TNG killing 1 PD. So TNG's got a couple armies trying to run around. Alright. So, do we have any events? We got some gold. Okay. In terms of what we're sending out, sending some more blood slaves to Agartha. We've got pearls, flame helmet, more pearls, earth gems. So sending a lot of stuff out. Continuing to forge skull staffs. Getting a thistle mace from this guy, very cheap with the steel ovens. And we're 2 turns away from lanterns. And that's when that's when our team's planning to start opening up. Other than that, blood hunting is very reserved. Just the 6 guys. Started getting some Seir. And we see Muspelheim and Macomb continuing to push. Looks like TNN's got a fair amount of PD in this swamp. There's a big Zabalba stack here. So kind of like a sideways front line here, which is interesting. In an already interesting war. And then we do see signs of warfare here. So you see Vanheim on top of this Fomorian fort. Okay. So I think that means all the teams are at war. except the Baratos team. The 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 team I'm most concerned about. It's got very good players. War PC was a finalist in the previous tournament finals. They've all picked big scaling blood powers. Baratos, Lanka, and Miklin. And I'm sure they're just building up a huge flood of demons that they plan to go over the map with. So, but not much we can do about it. They're across from us. So, we're about to hit one of our own small power specs, so looking forward to that. And then maybe we can start thinking about entering the fray. All right, so I'll go ahead and get into turn 35. Or actually, maybe I'll stop here. I'll pick up turn 35 next time. Have a good one.